my shine, see playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds a man right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He has the first and still going past the 35. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. I mean, completion's still pretty good for the defense.
Now to his wideout, it's a screen. And this one doesn't go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. On the shotgun, McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. It is Kupp. Oh, he loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. No one around. He's got space. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Up the sideline past the 25. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. All right, here we go. Second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Running this one off right. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Into the hands of Pitts. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36. Back now, pressure on its way. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Hauled in left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 13-point lead. Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. You don't get this complete to Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. Another carry for him. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Handoff on 2nd and short. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll run here on first down. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has room into the secondary. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Levis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back to the air, McCarthy. Throw caught by his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Another chance for him. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Simply an incredible stand from this defense right there, and they've just fed off themselves after each stop. First and goal, second and goal. You can just feel that momentum down there, Kate. They've gotten more and more fired up, and it culminated by forcing the loss right there on third down.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Still sticking with the passing game. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Chased out to his right. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pass caught by Adunze. It's inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's brought down for a loss. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. McCarthy to throw for it. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And he's at the clear. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Trying again following the sack. Pitts brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense up to the line fast. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He finds McConkey at the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, they'll run. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Pitts. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This is complete to Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Going the other way. Lions have it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now a give left side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions put up even more points in a win. Beavis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. This throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They're headed up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy hits his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down, Chicago.
A give now from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Bears just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First down, Bears.
McCarthy throwing here. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Pass is caught at the 9. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Bears 42.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually...
ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces, for my day. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbor's jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Trump, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water. Three with the snows, all the ops gonna pop. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound. On the floor to the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop. Happy to prove nothing, just writing to say something 'cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream.
think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get him me. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream, Ashanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Numb my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please play for